In many rural areas of Texas, feral hogs are no longer considered mere wildlife or recreational game. They are a direct threat to crops, ecosystems, and even human life. With their extremely fast reproduction, nocturnal habits, and especially their destructive power, a single herd of feral hogs can destroy acres of farmland in just a few days. Deep soil furrows, uprooted tree stumps, and damaged irrigation systems are all typical consequences of their actions. Traditional methods of trapping, fencing, and hunting on the ground are no longer effective in many situations. Therefore, hunting by helicopter has become a strategic choice, a practical, effective solution, and a precise control of the situation in a short time. The hunt took place on a July morning when the hunting team took off from a makeshift landing pad in the South Texas suburbs. The weather was mild, with moderate winds and no rain, ideal conditions for aerial combat. The pilot was flying a Robinson R-44 helicopter, equipped with a live video feed from the aircraft's belly camera, allowing him to observe ground movements from a low altitude. The shooter sat in the right passenger seat, ready with a semi-automatic AR-15, using .20 Remington ammunition, a bullet known for its high muzzle velocity and low drop, making it ideal for medium-range shooting in low-altitude conditions. The destination was an area bordering a recently harvested cornfield and a low-lying forest, an area that had been the scene of many crop-destroying incidents. The helicopter hovered at 200 feet, flying along the edge of the forest at 40 to 45 miles per hour. This was a steady pace, giving the shooter enough time to observe and adjust the shooting angle. And as expected, after less than 15 minutes, a herd of wild boars began to appear. From the edge of the bushes, about 13 to 15 were moving towards the open field. They were scattered, led by a large male boar, walking slowly, head down, showing no signs of recognizing the danger from above. The shooter holds the gun close to his shoulder, eyes on the red dot sight, which has been calibrated at 70 meters. The distance is now about 58 meters, ideal for a control shot. The wind is blowing gently from the left. The shooter adjusts the barrel slightly to the left, holds his breath, and waits for the right moment. As the target passes through a clearing between two clumps of grass, the trigger is pulled. The bullet flies at a speed of more than 300 feet per second, hitting the boar in the left shoulder. The bullet penetrates the thick muscle, destroying the lung chamber. The animal falls in an instant, not even having time to cry out. The first hit is neat and clean. The herd begins to panic. Some turn and run back toward the forest. Others to the sides. A few smaller ones dive straight into the fields. The pilot immediately adjusts the flight direction, banking the plane about 10 degrees to the right, keeping the herd in the shooter's line of sight. As a medium-sized pig crossed the open field, the gunman used the lead shot technique, moving the barrel about half a body's length ahead of its direction of travel. The second shot hit the right side of its abdomen, stopping the animal. The next shot hit its neck. The target fell over, completely motionless. Right behind, two more pigs were running parallel to each other towards the low bushes. The gunman fired 2 shots, each less than a second apart. One hit the hind leg, deflecting its course. The other hit the middle of its back, enough to finish it off. In less than 90 seconds from the first shot, 4 pigs were down. No bullets were missed, no shots missed their target. As the herd clearly dispersed, one group ran along the edge of the bushes, the other group hid in the tall grass. The pilot decided to pursue the outer group first. 5 pigs ran in a scattered formation. The gunman replaced the magazine, returning the gun to the ready position. As a smaller animal broke away from the group, the gunman fired a double tap, 2 shots in quick succession, one to the hip and one to the shoulder, ending the attack in 3 seconds. Another animal jumped across the shallow trench ahead. The bullet hit it just as its 4 legs left the ground. The animal collapsed before it could touch down. The remaining pigs ran into the dense grass, limiting visibility. At this point, the shooter switched to an ambush shot, not aiming at the running target, but at the point where it would arrive. A slight movement in the bush confirmed that the pig was about to leave the cover. As the head and shoulders emerged from the foliage, the bullet was fired, hitting just behind the right shoulder. The pig collapsed, unable to fight back. As they rounded the western side of the field, 2 small pigs were left retreating alone. One moved in a zigzag pattern through the tall grass, moving at an uneven pace. The shooter waited patiently until it was fully exposed, held his stance, measured the wind direction, and pulled the trigger at the exact moment the pig paused for a beat. The bullet hit it squarely in the back of the neck, causing it to collapse instantly. The last pig, a full-grown male weighing about 90 kg, was running close to the edge of the field. The distance at this point is up to more than 80 meters, the farthest during the entire hunt. The pilot keeps the plane stable without shaking. The shooter not only needs the ability to shoot accurately, but also has to continuously handle factors such as wind direction, target speed, changing viewing angle, and quickly handling unexpected situations. Hunting from a helicopter is not for everyone. It requires careful preparation, an understanding of the weapon, a skill in handling movements, and the ability to stay absolutely calm. But when everything works together, from the helicopter's engine, to your vision, to your breathing, to the final squeeze of the trigger, the result is a hunt that is not only effective, but also safe, clean, and completely controlled. With wild boar becoming more and more rampant and destructive, hunting trips like this are no longer an option. They are a necessity. When everything is properly controlled, perfect shots are no longer a rare occurrence. If you have ever encountered wild boars, or have effective experiences and initiatives in controlling and protecting the farm, please share your opinions in the comments section below. Do you have any other ideas or measures? Do not hesitate. Leave a comment so that everyone can learn and apply. Thank you for watching the video. Goodbye, and see you again.